All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Sunday edition, and I'm out for revenge edition. This is a sad state of affairs, to be honest. Look at all this red. We started off the week strong, and it's been um, getting kicked over and over again since then. It is still Saturday, so I'm still sour about the extremely poor quality of the Saturday puzzle. I will never forget 10 rec in my life, I guess. But here we are on this Sunday, and I want to put down at least one good time. I don't think I can set my goals as high as beating 13 minutes, 41 seconds. That is certainly kind of inachievable. But I'm going to try to put down a good time. I've said that the last couple puzzles, I think, but still. We'll do a little bit of pre-gaming here. It's called tossing and turning. Um, so you could imagine that the answer like turns in some way, like maybe like, this sort of thing. Maybe that's not anything at all, though. Some circles here and there. Um, Seems well connected enough, so I guess we'll just do it based off of the merits of the fill. I realized that sentence didn't really make much sense, but yeah, let's get it started. Oh, fiddlesticks. That's Arnold. Um, Sobbing, maybe ing here. Maybe greed is a sin. Snack with dried fruit. Okay. Probably S. Pay-per-views. Not sure. Could be Neo. That's a classic prefix. I want it to be like oh darn, but O is already in the original thing. Dove. I guess it could be doves, but little twerp. Maybe brat. This could be ennui. Could be snot. A t-shirt might be put on in a rush. Inside out. I don't think out takes that many letters. Who's Pete? By the Who? Oh, guitar. Okay. I had so much trouble parsing that because Who, I didn't parse it as a band. Belafonte hit, not sure. Maybe Rosie? V sign. Maybe verse in a chapter. Lost it. A spatula flips things. That's an S here. Small. Are pugs fuzzy? That's also not really informal. This could just be 8. Texas state or something? Like, I feel like state, and then, yeah, something with the theme of turning. Interstate. User story. ACs. Let's something. Yeah, there's weird stuff going on here because of the theme. Brunch entrees. Omelets. Figure with an eponymous fire. Pomeranians, Slowberry, Lotuses, Tulane, oh, Tulane, okay. Use case, I still don't understand the theme, but Vichy Anand, of course. Let's not. DNC. Praise on. Okay. Nope, at work. Maybe a memo. Amiga. In stitches. Okay. Horror. Okay, let's go back up here. Neti pot. Become established for time. Could just be nesting. Icy is pretty cold. Maybe stick. Indoor. Genetic. Something banks. DNA banks. And this is ing something. Something bar. Date bar. Lib. Arnold, okay, sure. Maybe odd darn. Rips. I'm gonna come back to that area. Or this is weeping. Okay, maybe not. Op-eds, okay, pay-per-views. Avid. Heavies. Arnold. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. An aerobe. Heart-stricken. The Beeb. Eros. Cupid. Das Boot. Atari must be. Maybe ergo. That's like the first part of a conclusion in an essay, or like an argument. Goes bad could be rot. Diet plans. Honestly, I'm just ignoring the second part of this so far, and that's been working. I really don't understand the theme in the slightest. Offerings, diet. Maybe dined on. Say. This could be doomed. Oh, Sonia. Opine. Diet tips. Deny. Today, I guess. If this is beer aids, I'm gonna be mad. Keep this drum set. Served raw. Truly here. EBT. Oh, barcades. That's a little better. Estimated time of departure. Tartar. Where is it? Oh, this is TMI. Clip-on ties. Waspier. Maybe WTF? No, this is Oreo. Pie. IPO. Twice. I guess. 6. Wet nose. I guess tree. That's pretty cool. Who says so, I guess. Stood alone. Po' boy. Baron. Old me. Maybe Lomé. Craving. Maybe Jonesing. I was thinking this would be yeses. Red ale. Birth. Inside out and backwards. Okay. RKO. Lamau. Or this is cuts? No, those are types of cats, I guess. Stanley. Mud. Bites. Tandem. I thought it was Aaron, but no, that's component of a Caesar salad. Anchovy? Does that fit? UPI must be. Give me a break. Land. Joking land. Parched plate. I guess a desert is pretty dry. 10-speed bikes. That's a thing. Tea lover. It's a ray. Re-rays, I guess. Tea snob. In debt. This must maybe come on. Romaine. Opie, I guess. Sponsor someone. Evers. Not sure. Gap in logic. It's probably Epe. LTE. Pie chart dividers. This could be amino acid. Maybe spent. Woman broad. This could be damp. We'll put spent in. Stumble in. Sink. Play S, right? Maybe a leap, logical leap. Apart from. Steeps. T.S. Eliot. Radii. Oops, radii. Maybe Sadie. Soda fountain. The hub ring. Okay. La mer, the sea. Miso. Yes, a trio. Jesus. Nota. Sorry, yeah. Random? Does that make sense? No, bruise. Ransom. How nice. Able. Wear down. Rams. Iciest roads, I guess. An islet. Spania. Java, like coffee is sometimes called mud. Okay. Is there anything I haven't seen yet? Padre. Got good. Sedge, I think. Okay. Oh, duped someone, you got them. Um, I want it to be like train wreck sort of thing. Takes advantage of. Stakes on. Okay, can I figure out inside out and backwards? I'm not figuring that out. Women abroad. Um, Senoras, right? So maybe amigo is wrong this whole time? Senoras? How do you spell that? Maybe it's like that. Maybe it was right. Senoras. Zhuzh up. Send as money. I wire money. Something misses. Send as money. I want this to be like praise on. And then decoration painted on many aircraft. I think of like a shark. Or something nose. Figure, Stell, top 10? Top 10? Nose, art, um, sar sarongs, hot messes, okay, emirs, remet, is that a thing? Adorn, trade zone, niece, Nisi, Deo, nose art, um, Stelmo. But top 10 makes sense. Ska band. Too bad. Okay. So nose art. Sarongs. Remit. All right. Let's take a look at this puzzle. So, um, first of all, as a revealer, inside out and backwards is obviously excellent. Um, as a theme, though, I think this fails um, fairly miserably in terms of like, as you could see, you can kind of go the whole puzzle without really understanding a theme, and it's almost potentially likely that you will go this entire puzzle without understanding the theme. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the first thing that I got um, that was theme related was I understood that it was like Inside Out. Maybe I got some of these things, but I got the revealer, and that did not help me at all understand the theme because it's very like I it's not even really clear to me how this maps to the um yeah it, how it maps to the answers. Um, so if we take this one as an example, maybe the simplest one, certainly backwards. Um, okay, the inside is out, as in it's like removed. Um, so the inside is out. I mean, like one thing that is inside of it is out, but the inside is like all of the stuff inside. It just does not like naturally connect in my mind. It's certainly backwards, and I guess one thing is inside out. That's not like necessarily a death knell for this theme as a concept, but I think um, it is a pretty challenging thing to find uh, valid answers for. So this is again probably the best one, this neti pot top 10. Both of those are certainly things. Um, but then you have omelets. Okay, surely omelets are a thing. Um, you have Saint Elmo here, Stelmo. Like I didn't even get that until just this moment. Um, but that just doesn't really necessarily feel like a great answer. Um, then nose art and trades on. That combo doesn't feel great. Das Boot and Too Bad is pretty bad, pretty good, I guess. But spitted, not ideal. Um, I guess toilet as thrown, whatever. I feel like you should just not be that like. I guess that's my thing is like if you have a theme like this, you should make the reverse clue super easy so that once you understand the theme, you can use the reverse clue. And then you actually like have to interact with the theme a little bit more. But in this case, um, like I feel like I'm much more likely to get barcades than sea crab. And so like as you saw for like almost the entire puzzle, I was always just using the first clue and sort of ignoring the second one. Or like waspier versus ripsaw. Like obviously, like I'm never getting ripsaw. I'm just going to use waspier. Or romaine versus enamor. Um, yeah. So or yeah. So I don't know. It's not like terrible, but again, like I'm just not like a huge fan of themes that you can just completely ignore. Um, or like are easier to ignore than to not ignore. Um, I do think the the fill stumbled a little bit in places. Who says so is not a real thing. Says who is a thing. Um, yeah. uh, says who is the the thing that people say here. Lots of Spanish in here. I need to brush up on my Spanish, I guess. It's only fair because there's a lot of French in most puzzles. Yeah, stuff like peace sign I'm not a huge fan of. Honestly, just in general, this is sort of classic. Sunday puzzles have a ton of fill, and so a lot of it is going to end up annoying you. Like RKO, not a real thing, of course. T snob, I don't know why only a T snob could enjoy a Darjeeling. Arista, again, is not a thing. Yeah, how many record labels are, that's not even a record label, okay. But Arista, again, not a real thing. But overall, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like, oh, I forgot about this. Arnold. I'm sorry. That's a, as much as they may want it to be a real thing, that's just a, a kind of an offensive answer. Not offensive, but just like offensive to my sensibilities. Um, yeah. So, where does that leave us in terms of a rating? Well, first of all, let's put this in. 1839. Um, we are under the 2 hour mark at least for the whole week. Um, so there's that at least. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. I think it was creative for sure, but I just think the theme wasn't really that. I'll get an even 5, I guess. This is sort of what I expect. I expect to be a certain amount of annoyed by any Sunday puzzle. Um, the theme is creative for sure, but I just didn't really enjoy it that much. Um, but anyway, I did enjoy this time. I think that is as good as I can hope for on a Sunday puzzle. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.